Hey everyone, welcome back. Today is December 29th, and this is Baro's very last visit of 2023. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I've still got plenty more big brain builds coming out to show you, especially one that's going to be dropping about an hour after this one. Looking at Mirage. But Baro is here now, so let's go and see what he has to offer. Primed Convulsion. That is our new mod. That is a brand new primed mod that did not exist before. I would strongly recommend picking this up, especially because we have so many more setups that want to use electric these days due to some interesting synergies. In fact, if you want to get even more fun stuff out of the Mirage video that I'm going to be dropping in a little bit, you might want to pick this mod up for some more cool weapon options. Our other mod that is available is Primed Heat to Charge, a staple. Really good for radiation damage on pistols, which is what the new Murmur faction is weak to. Also good for radiation if you want to do Eidolons, but more importantly, of course, it is an absolute best in slot for Heat builds, not even speaking about Heat Inherit, but just Heat builds in general. So yeah, that is another must grab. High voltage, I do not remember if this one is from... Here, let me take a quick look. Where do you get this from? Have Sabotage. It is farmable. Now, it is a low drop rate. If you're fine with farming Sabotage, you can technically get it. And it is a decent farm for Platinum. But if you don't like running Sabotage, well, consider picking it up here. Primed Rifle Ammo Mutation. The interesting thing about this is you do not actually need this mod. However, it is useful at rank 0 as well, because notice how it has 10 capacity costs right now. At rank 0, since everything you buy from Baro has no rank, it costs 0 capacity. So you can slap this in the Excella slot of builds that are completely full and would not be able to pick anything up otherwise. So consider that. Prisma Dual Cleavers. Now, they're still very good. They have a very high disposition. They are, I believe, 80% slash weight and solid crit and status with very high crit multiplier. So if you like playing with these, I would recommend trying them out. The only thing to be wary of is, although it has a 1.0 base attack speed, Prisma Dual Cleavers as an archetype are very slow. So you'll definitely want to at least double slot attack speed from either arcane sources, Warframe buffs, as well as an actual mod. Besides that, yeah, they're a decent weapon that can work well. Combo Fury. This is the one that I've been waiting on. This is a good one. This is when you get a kill with your thrown melee, which are glaives, and as we know, glaives got massively buffed by melee influence, but even glaive prime existed once upon a time back then. This gives you plus 100% reload speed and meg size to your secondary weapon for 12 seconds. Honestly, this can be really comfy, especially because glaives usually have a spare slot due to how strong they are. So I would strongly recommend picking this up, and this was also a pretty popular mod during Plague Star. But yeah, this is an actually good unique glaive mod, unlike the, what was the other one? Combo Killer is kind of ugh. And Mark of the Beast is also pretty solid, but this one is a good one. Teer Sakara. Okay, so the things that I have on my shoulders normally, I know people ask about them quite a bit. These are called the Tetra's Doom Quantum Emblem stuff, and you can't get them anymore. So if you were interested in getting something similar, this is the closest thing you'll get to it, and Baro does have it this time. We have our Scimitar Prisma skin, which looks like this if you'd like it. Our Kavat Sentinel mask, as that... Somehow that actually does remind me, despite not looking anything like a Kavad. And then you got the tail piece too, and then as well as the wings, pack leader sigil on your chest, which is blocked by my chest piece, Prisma Urusai Dana. If you want to look a little bit more insectoid, I guess, carapace looking scales. Yeah, Tigris Elixir skin. Another fine line of skins that is very high resolution, well detailed, and gives a bit more of a ceremonial look. If you like that aesthetic, you can pick it up now for your Tigris. Mesa Immortal skin. If you like these, personally, I actually think this is one of the better Immortal ones because it does not clash as hard with the original texture patterns of the frame itself. However, I do find her Prime and her Deluxe look better than this. We have our Ankaluxum ornament as a decoration. If you want to put on your Orbiter or your Dojo, Pedestal Umbra returns the opposite of Pedestal Prime. but it still costs 1 million credits to pick up. Tenakai shoulder plates. Okay, so this is part of the Tennokan collection stuff. If you don't get them here, there's no other way to get them. I don't remember. I think it was a Twitch drop, right? If I recall correctly. So yeah, if you want it, they are here. Dina's pistol skin looks gigantic, but is an amazing pistol skin. I would suggest picking it up. It gives you that kind of big iron feel, and I really do think it does it justice. It's a very, very well-made skin. We have Stranger's Hood for Operator returning. There's a Drifter variant too. This was from back when I think Zeraman came out, or was it Duvir? I don't exactly remember. Javi scrolling for your personal quarters if you want scratch on your wall. Prisma Lens returns once again. I made a video on this last time when it came out. You can go check that out again if you want my verdict on it. But basically, TLDR, it's a decent bow, but no, it's never going to be able to compete with the common bows people like, because the main problem with this bow, just like the normal lens, is the embed delay before it explodes. 1.3 seconds. Makes it feel very uncomfortable to use. Enemies will survive longer than you expect. They can fight back, and if enemies don't die, you need to shoot again. So you either shoot twice and assume they die, and if you overkill, you wasted ammo, or you shoot once, assume they're dead, but they're not dead, and now you have to shoot again, but later. So yeah, it does work. This weapon is viable. Just be aware that it is not going to feel like any other AoE bow you're normally used to, due to how the embed delay kind of defies your expectations more often than not. Because this weapon is not a gigantic powerhouse. It's just generically strong. It's from an older era, even if it got the Prisma variant. So we have our Teer Solstice Sandana. This is probably the last time it's going to come and visit. If you want it, it is up for grabs. We've got a Cookie Kavat glyph, Cookie Kubro glyph, Wintercrest Sandana. It looks a little bit nicer with the materials on the cloth. However, I always found this carapace part up top a little bit intrusive into fashion due to how large it is. Sands of Inaros Blueprint as always, and Fae Path Ephemera. Of course, if you show up with the Inaros Prime, once again, Lost Signal quest will pull up, where you get to escort Baro himself with the secret item at the end. That's it for what Baro brought this week. That's the last one for 2023. A like and subscribe always helps the channel a long way. Thank you all for being here through this entire year. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Do stay tuned for that Mirage video dropping within the hour, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one now. And, well, if you want to catch my streams, I'll also be live later today. But yeah, toodaloo.